Well, every day in the House of Commons, of course, the media guys come here and unpack everything for question period scrum, and then they pack it all up an hour later. It's a pretty interesting ritual. Anyway, we are done for question period for today, and I was on for a question. I wanted to ask something pretty simple, and that is, you know what, there have been a number of members of Parliament around this place who actually have decided to break with their caucuses and show an independent streak. Obviously, you know my story. We had Michael Chung, who was a member of cabinet, who resigned because he couldn't follow the Prime Minister on the Quebec Nation issue. We've most recently had, of course, Bill Casey, who decided he had to stand up for his constituents in Nova Scotia against the Atlantic Accord. And rumors are rife here today that there may be another MP who's actually going to follow suit. So this issue of who a member of Parliament represents and works for is a very fundamental one right now. Do MPs work for voters? Or do they work for their leaders and their parties? Because once you get to this place, it seems like voters don't matter anymore. So I wanted to ask the Prime Minister, what's he got against MPs standing up for their constituents, and why does that mean MPs like me and Mr. Casey have to get kicked out? Here's the answer I got.
Honourable Member for Halton.
Do it when the House.
Thank you, Speaker. The member for Cumberland, Colchester, Musquodoboit Valley was thrown out of the Conservative caucus for doing what an MP should do, and that is representing his constituents. The member for Wellington, Halton Hills left the Conservative cabinet because he is a man of principle. He could no longer follow the Prime Minister. The member for South Shore, St. Margaret's, is struggling to stand up for his voters against relentless pressure from the PMO. My question to the Prime Minister is this: what has he got against honest MPs doing their job?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we very much believe a government should keep its promises and members of Parliament should keep their promises. And that's been a big theme for the Liberals today. And we respect that theme, and I respect the member for Halton, and I'd like to respect the promises he makes when he says anyone who crosses the floor should go back to the people for ratification. I invite him to respect those words as much as we respect his words.
Honourable Member.